something to think about is compassion. So what is it, Well, is compassion really simply, or empathy, and for the Buddhist view, they're pretty much the same. You look out there, you see someone and they're suffering, and you reach, your heart reaches out, oh my gosh, look at that suffering. I wish they didn't suffer. And even more courageously, you can say, what can I do to help, But what's interesting, there are different levels of suffering. But I think most of us think of it only as when the bad things happen. You see poor people, you sick people, a dog being kicked, kids being harmed, war zones, that's what we think of as suffering. But actually there's a subtler level, which is really, and until we know it for ourselves, we can't begin to have compassion for others when we see it. And what that is that the suffering of having, and simply the suffering in your own mind of having anger and attachment and jealousy and low self-esteem. The Buddha's approach is very simple, but shocking to hear, that these are the main source of our suffering, the feeling, the experiences of suffering. Not discussing whether you punch on the nose by somebody, but what goes on in our mind is the main source. So until we realize that, we can't possibly begin to see it in others. In fact, when we see people angry, we just get mad at them, And then you say, well, that person's suffering, that's why they're angry. We laugh at it. What are you talking about? Look at how terrible they are. But until we know our own anger, our own depression, our own jealousy, and see how it's causing us pain, it's not possible to see it in others.